In a world where Star Fox and F-Zero can have a baby, we have the next Penelope for the Wii. Or not the Wii, the Switch! What the fuck is wrong with me? Shit, sorry. Welcome to the next Penelope, Race to Odysseus.
Is her arm a diamond?
I guess so. I actually never understood the context of that.
That looks kind of odd, yeah.
But with that said, this is an interesting little indie-developed game, and it actually got a Switch port like a couple weeks ago, which I recorded for the sake of a look at.
Okay.
It's an interesting little game, I'll give it that. Like I said, it's pretty much if you made it an F-Zero game, gave it some Star Fox qualities and then some, and well, here we are.
Let us see if it is good as the Trivial Revenge story.
Yeah, so here's our tale. In a world where Greek mythology took a massive dosage of LSD and all that, it's been set sail and his people await his return. Weakened by the king's absence, the palace has come under attack.
By the Borg.
Poseidon, father of the Cyclopes, prepares his revenge. On the other side of the galaxy, Odysseus has been just brought down one of Poseidon's sons. Don't ask me what Poseidon looks like, a freakish-looking alien.
This is totally like sci-fi, like Greek. Anyway, that's actually... You keep reading the story. I want to look into what the original Penelope was. Continue.
His wife.
Many of the gods have taken Odysseus' side, but his wife Penelope remains unprotected. In exchange for her people's survival, she is obliged to find Odysseus for Poseidon. But what has become of him since he left? Will he submit to the father of the Cyclopes?
Okay, I got it. I can talk about this, but I'll let you do this while the conversation's going.
Well, you go ahead. It's mostly just a whole bunch of dialogue.
Anyway. So Penelope was the actual name of a Greek person in the original stuff. In fact, she was in Homer's Odyssey. Yeah. Penelope was the wife of Odysseus.
Yeah, they just said that.
Well, I'm saying in original Greek culture, like this is literally, I guess, trying to be almost like a sci-fi adaptation kind of thing.
Kind of, except now we're actually taking the realm of, or we're literally controlling the life.
Alrighty. Trying to think if there's anything else I can see here. She is ambivalent. She is the wife. She's the king of Ithaca. Blah blah blah. Daughter of Icarius.
Oops.
She only has one son, Telemachus, who was born just before Odysseus was called to fight. Blah blah blah. Meanwhile, what's the story happening here?
So basically, we're on a mission to find Odysseus, obviously, and this is how you can control your game. Personally, I would prefer classic because modern is a little. Well, they say it's easier, but it's actually not. So anyway, yeah, welcome to the next Penelope. It's a top-down F-Zero like game where you're totally not piloting an R-wing.
So I'm assuming hitting left, like, okay, it's a little tricky because you have to think of what direction your ship is currently facing. Left will always turn your car to the left. Right will always turn it to the right.
Correct.
So it's basically tank controls.
In a way, yeah. Except you're not holding up.
Whoa!
I mean, the ship itself moves automatically.
Yeah. So, how does the game feel?
I mean, I will say the turning does feel a little loose, so that's kind of something I'll give against the game, but otherwise it doesn't control too badly. And yes, you do get XP for every time you clear a stage. Now we got our first weapon, the Smash Boost. It's basically your boosters. Unfortunately, this is a major gimmick of the game because all of your weapons that you unlock throughout the game consume energy.
2, 1.
And your energy is also your life source, so be careful about that.
Oh, so is it possible to actually kill yourself by using too many weapons?
You kill yourself by running out of energy using the weapons. Yes.
Wow.
It's especially annoying in like the very last bits of the game because actually, yeah, I have beaten the game not too long ago. That's one thing I will say about the next Penelope. It's stupid short, kind of a little too short for its own sake.
Not going to lie, it kind of kills the pace whenever it slows down like that. Well,
to be fair, it's mainly doing that because you're colliding with the rocks.
Well, and I will say from a strategy point, I think that's good because at least lets me know. Okay, okay, there are ways to replenish energy. That's good. I was
Just like your typical F-Zero game.
And I was gonna say, I'm actually glad that it does that because otherwise, like, it's like a quick little sign to me of, okay, I've broken enough blocks. Stop doing it. I can just slip through now.
Even without saying goodbye, Penelope? You wouldn't be trying to escape before the shooters' tournament, would you?
That's nothing. Penelope in the original Odyssey was adamant, known for her fidelity to Odysseus, even though she had many, many suitors.
Yeah, they really wanted to have their babies with her. Yeah, but she just said no. I'm on a fucking mission. Go find someone else.
Someone might be dead by the time we get back. I'll die soon. Sorry, I'm gonna do
But-
some stupid Game Grumps thing where it's like, I'll be back soon. I'll be dead real soon. So.
But by
Oh.
the way, oh,
But your diplomatic value remains.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
dear.
and there's obviously some that just want to take over the fucking kingdom.
Great. Oh, I see.
does that person become a villain?
No, honestly, the suitors are basically this game's CPU rate opponents for, like, your races. Because a lot of the missions in this game, you are racing against these fuckers.
Okay, and yeah, I get the idea is that they plasma.
And now we got a plasma gun.
Nice. But I was gonna say, yeah, I get the idea is they're just after for power.
Yeah. Some are after her power, some others I'm pretty sure just want to fuck her.
Right.
Get rid of them.
But yeah,
Score first by any
I mean,
means.
to be fair, she is quite a looker inside that ship.
Special powers.
Yeah, basically you're talking about the weapons, because yeah, now we got a booster, and yes, during the races you actually can activate a speed boost.
by the way,
Oh, I gathered it now. For the first lap, you actually don't have any weapons yet.
Once you're on your second lap, then your weapons activate.
Let's go.
And among those is our laser gun, which you can actually kill the other suitors.
by the way, I will say the whole Odyssey thing. I'm just going to say my favorite telling of the Odyssey. Oh brother, where art thou?
Aw.
Nah, my favorite version of Odyssey is Super Mario Odyssey.
So nice. So how does
Well, it's
the
good.
nice? Well, now, if we kill them all, do we just automatically win?
I don't know. I never tried that. I assume what might happen though is that maybe the racers themselves do respawn.
Oh,
after
they
a
are
little
respawn
while.
behind you. I see that now.
Yeah.
Oh, we also get experience for killing them.
Yep. So now we better book it.
So now how? Okay, so I guess now talking about the AI and stuff. How is that fair for you in these races?
The AI themselves, they're competent. I'll give them that. Oh, here we go. Make haste, Penelope. Oh, you go ahead.
Penelope,
Go
we
for it.
have an
Right.
agreement. Such the realms from which I barred, bring me Odysseus. Only then will you be free.
Wait, we're working for Poseidon?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, he's kind of holding our kingdom on a chain. And this is where you can spend your EXP.
Side attack, fire is kept pressed. That's the dodge, objections are pressed. Okay, so a lot of stuff here. So what are some of your favorite abilities to get?
Personally, I prefer the ludicity, which is the unzoom, and for the end of the game, I would highly recommend getting the resilience, because the final bosses, I will admit, are kind of BS, and kind of a genre shift. Sorry for spoiling that right off the bat, but yeah.
Can I guess that the final boss is going to be Poseidon?
Impossible. Very hard.
It's either Poseidon or Odysseus.
This game's still pretty recent, so I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. But with that said, yes, we actually have an option to choose wherever stage we want to start with first, starting with the Minotaur. Or I'm starting with the Minotaur anyway.
So you're the Penelope Poseidon spoke of. You should know, only my respect for him keeps me from destroying you, here and now.
Don't expect me to thank him.
Bitch. Curse you. You're as insolent as your cheater of a husband. Do you agree to play by rules on your honor?
If you know where I can find Odysseus, I'll do anything to save my people. I don't know, she has this like kind of snark tone to her.
Very good. Successfully complete my 3 challenges, and I'll show you his position on your shift mat.
Actually, that's bullshit.
And if I fail?
In that case, I will give in to my burning desire to crush your bones.
Oh dears.
Yeah, the other gods aren't that friendly towards Penelope.
Teleport system.
So yeah, now we have a teleport system. Basically, it's an instant warp. Basically, what happens when you activate it, time freezes for a bit, and then you can pretty much aim yourself wherever you want to go to. Now, a little bit, it's kind of a haphazard little ability, but at the same time, it can really save your skin in the nick of it.
To the labyrinth.
Yeah, now we're going through the labyrinth. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying before, you can pretty much choose whichever stage you want, and they will each have their own ability, which you need to earn. Once you've beaten all 3 challenges, then you actually get to unlock the ability to use in other courses at your leisure. And for some odd reason, I decided to turn on the perspective camera, which was kind of a gimmick for this game, which is nice, but
It's still 2D.
yeah,
looks
it's still
weird.
2D, so
It throws me off. It's like the mode 7 in Contra.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Super Contra, I mean. It's takes some getting used to, but I mean, I kind of prefer the
By the way, it's not
top-down.
Super Contra. It's Contra 3.
Contra 3. Sorry, I think I prefer the Oh no, wait. What about Super C?
Super
C
Contra
is
is NES.
Wow.
Maybe that's what... That essentially is Super Contra. Uh-oh, the Minotaur set some suitors free. They don't stand a chance, thanks to my new teleportation, powers.
Can they teleport though?
No. Actually, I don't think... Actually, the suitors themselves actually don't have any weapons. Like, they're just straight-up racers.
Okay, but yeah, this throws me off a bit. I feel like honestly, top-down shows me more of the of what I need to see.
Yeah, I will agree to that. I mean, it kind of looks cool for a little bit, but after a while, you start to realize it is a little awkward.
Okay, easy does it.
But I decided to stick with it anyway because, hey, you know what? I gotta show off everything I can with this game, as far as the look at can permit.
Now, I do think this is a smart idea of not letting your weapons be active until the second lap, because it does force you to at least become acquainted with the stage normally before you can start cheesing it.
Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, I guess that is something also another thing I will say. It is kind of annoying when using a teleportation during a race because if you decide to warp like far enough, it still has to calculate the position you're in compared to the suitors.
Okay, so it takes a little bit of time.
By the way, for those that want more of a multiplayer flair, there is a 4-player option where, well, you and your friends can play as the suitors and, well, race to your heart's content. I think they also do let you keep the weapons too.
Oh.
I never got to try it though because unfortunately not single players.
Is it online or just local?
It's local.
I guess I'll ask the further you teleport, the more energy it takes up.
Basically, it's basically just drains how long you hold it.
Okay.
That's all. But actually, other weapons you can get in this game, like obviously you already have your teleportation. Yeah, you have your boost. You have your laser guns. You also have what they call vampire mines, which if it hits say like a suitor, then you actually regain a little bit of health.
Interesting.
You also get a hook shot, which I honestly didn't find too much use for, as well as I forget what they call it, like I guess a magnet or whatever. Basically, what it does is that it turns enemy projectiles or whatever into experience points.
Huh.
Which is nice, I guess.
Alrighty, so trying to think what else. So who made this game again?
Honestly, I don't even remember the name of the people that made this, but nice. I assume this is probably their only game, and if so, then it's not bad. Though I will say, actually, if there's one thing I do have against this game, there are boss fights, though a lot of them can get pretty fucking annoying.
Oh boy. Especially
considering the fact that, well, your ship moves automatically. You can never brake.
Oh, so you're never accelerating.
Yeah. Thankfully, the Minotaur itself is actually not too bad. Because now we gotta fight the fucker.
The growl reverberates.
And here... Oh, I still love that.
But may I add that I actually do like the idea of these look-ats because, like, I was looking at this game for the longest time. Unfortunately, I don't know if this is really for me, but I really do like I never for some reason saw on the page. I never really got the idea that this was like fully like inspired by Greek mythos. I didn't get that at all.
Even though the subtitle of the game is literally called Road to Odysseus.
Yeah, but that could be any Odysseus. Maybe Odyssey's just a really popular thing. Freaking Mario. You know.
I guess so. Then again, in Mario Odyssey, you never beat an Odysseus, which would be that would be kind of interesting now that I stop and think about it. What if your ship was called the Odysseus?
Again, we have careful. Again, DLC anytime.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that would be interesting. Like one of the DLC campaigns, like the DLC World of Kingdoms you go through, is literally like a romanticized Greek kingdom, and we did it.
Hooray! And
completed.
Wouldn't that already be the Lake Kingdom, basically?
Sort of.
Honestly, honestly, I don't even know what the fuck that kingdom is.
Well,
like, it feels like it could be anything, but I won't say that right offhand because those are that's technically spoilers.
Is it really just these 5 like areas? Like in the
yes, as well as that one thing on the very far right. Spoiler warnings. That is actually where you face your final boss. Like again, this game is that is again one problem I have with this game. It's stupid short. Like honestly, I think even for $15, it's kind of a bit on the pricey side.
Is there any replayability to the levels?
There are. Well, not so much the levels themselves, but there are extra stages that you can unlock post-game. And, well, they basically offer your... yeah. So anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our look at on the next Penelope Race to Odysseus for the Nintendo Switch. I mean, again, not a bad game at all, but I would say if you want to get it for yourselves, wait until there's like a slight price drop, like maybe $10 or so.
That means it'd only be $5.
I guess so. But on that note, I'm JamesmanXtreme.
Lucky Jack 20.
Ryan J. Koopa.
And sorry to say, but this is probably the closest thing we're going to get to F-Zero and Star Fox having a baby for a long time. Till next time, guys.
Bye.